castles and jagged mountains make Romania the perfect setting for vampire tales. But look beneath the winding trails and crumbling fortresses, and you'll find the story of the real Dracula.
It's creepy.
From prisons where his victims would await their deaths.
I don't think I would want to spend a day of my life imprisoned by Vlad the Impaler.
To the cell in which Vlad himself was held hostage and passed the time by impaling mice.
Dark and dank, baby.
And even the bat caves where the legend was born.
Look at them, they're all over the place.
Romania's underground is filled with secrets of its past. We're peeling back the layers of time on Cities of the Underworld, Dracula's Underground. Romania is the largest country in southeastern Europe. It's a country with a long and bloody past. I'm Don Wildman. I'm in Romania, home of Dracula, both the legendary vampire and the real-life ruler. But where does fact meet fiction? The clues are buried beneath the imposing castles, medieval villages, and mysterious hillsides of Wallachia and Transylvania. We're headed for a subterranean world where fact is far more terrifying than fiction. Today we know the name from the vampire monster in Bram Stoker's Dracula. But in real life, Vlad Dracula was a 15th century prince. At only 17 years old, Dracula took the throne and went on to become one of the most notorious rulers in history. Few realize that although he was actually in power for only 7 years, he managed to unite the province of Wallachia for the first time in centuries. And how did he do it? By using the most brutal and barbaric punishment ever seen, which in turn earned him the new name, Vlad the Impaler. Today, much of his legacy and the kingdom he helped to build have been destroyed. But clues that reveal who he was and evidence of his reign of terror still remain, buried beneath the ground. Just 215 miles from the capital city of Bucharest lies a massive bat cave. It's among the largest in Romania, and it's where the legend of Dracula begins.
Located from that way, it's not far away, you have to go 5 minutes.
Spelunker Vadim Bondar knows these caves like the back of his hand. He was taking me down into this cave system that's home to several species of bats. It's a world which has never been fully explored. It's hard to believe, but in all there are 12,500 caves beneath this Romanian landscape. The cave we were heading into is part of a 15-mile network that descends more than 300 feet below the surface.
Okay, Don. Now we prepare to come in?
Yeah.
Okay. This is our suite.
Okay.
Yeah? Okay. You have comfortable here?
Right. Let's go.
Okay, let's go. Okay, this is the gate. Information here, the lamp plate.
Down into this It's really kind of spooky. What is it? Oh, wow.
Look at the sound.
Oh, yeah.
The sound of the bat.
Oh, there they are. Look at them. They're all over the place. All of them. How cool.
Vadim believes there's more than 10,000 bats living in here. They hibernate in the winter, and in the summer they leave the caves to feed. These bats only come out under the cover of darkness, and while on the prowl, they actually eat the equivalent of their body weight in insects every day. This underworld was created more than 60 million years ago.
Now, how far down does this cave go?
all the system have 25 kilometers.
25 kilometers is the entire system?
This entire system, yes.
So there's many different...
Exploring system, because maybe are another few kilometers with unexplored yet.
Wow.
Yeah.
And so it branches off into many different tunnels and everything. This is just one of the many?
Yes, and the different levels.
Okay.
Or something like that.
Big jump. Going further down into this cave. It's so cool.
Okay, don't be very careful here.
Oh, yeah? Always slippery, huh?
Okay.
This massive cave we were exploring stretched down 4 levels. So the best way to get into it was to rappel.
My favorite part of adventure. So we can't get there by the trail, so harnessing up. Professionally harnessed. These guys are good.
It was a 120-foot drop that would lead to the deepest cavern in this system.
You have another 15 meters. This is the last level of that cave.
Man, this is beautiful. Wow.
Listen to the echo.
Hello! This place is big. You got a lot of caves. You got a lot of bats.
Yeah.
It's kind of understandable how people could make the connection between Romania and vampires. Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, good. So there could be vampires in here, who knows? Why do you think Romania has such a reputation for mystery and legend? I mean, what gives the place that quality?
In my opinion, the first reason is the Dracula.
Right, the book.
The book, yes.
The book was written by Bram Stoker in 1897, over 400 years after Vlad Dracula died. And the setting for the book's famous Nosferatu is modern-day Romania, the landscape of which is filled with caves like the one I was exploring. So who was this real-life prince who in 7 short years left behind a legacy of terror? His story begins in 1431, when Vlad was born. It was the 15th century, an incredibly tumultuous and brutal time in the region. Dracula got his name from his father, who was a member of an elite society called the Order of the Dragon. It was an elusive fraternity founded by the Holy Roman Emperor in 1408. In Romanian, Dracul means dragon, so his father adopted that as his nickname. And Dracula literally means son of the dragon, or son of the devil. The Ottoman Empire and the Hungarian Empire were the major powers, and the province of Wallachia sat in the middle of the two. Arch enemies, the Hungarians and the Ottomans both used Wallachia as a pawn, and Vlad became a crucial piece in their game. When young Vlad was only 12, the Turks helped to get his father back onto the throne of Wallachia. But to repay them, Vlad's father had to send Vlad and his brother to the Turks as hostages. If their father tried to double-cross the Turks, the boys would likely have been killed. But the Hungarians were circling Wallachia, just waiting to attack. And to make matters worse, Vlad's father was hated by those he ruled. So in 1447, his subjects joined with the Hungarians and went in for the kill. Dracula's oldest brother was buried alive, and his father was assassinated by his own people. After his father's death, the Turks released Vlad with their own agenda. They appointed him officer of a Turkish army to help him avenge his father's murder and claim the throne. Just 17 years old, what Vlad Dracula was about to do is far more terrifying than fiction. Coming up, inside one of Dracula's darkest dungeons.
This is Vlad the Impaler's jail cell.
And later,
let me show you the dungeon of the castle.
the tables are turned.